Hey everybody and welcome to Shopping with Shana. It's time for an updated must-do deals video that runs from September 17th through the 23rd of 2025. Now today as I'm making this video, it is Thursday, September the 18th. We're just in day 2 of week 2 of our buy 3 or more, save $2 each mega sale. And we've got quite a few updates that we need to talk about. So a lot has happened within the last 24 hours since I put out that Wednesday video. If you haven't seen that video, you definitely need to check that out. So you don't miss any more videos, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, hit all so you don't miss any of the videos I post, and let's jump into this. All right, real quick, I do want to kind of touch a little bit on the 2-day sale. I didn't do too much with it yesterday in Wednesday's video because there was just so much to talk about, and I was trying to keep the video, at a reasonable length. And since we had a few more days to get to the Saturday and Sunday sales, I decided to wait till today. So I did have some comments from you. I actually had a lot of comments from all of you, including one from Brandy that said, I have mission tortillas on the 2-day sale for $1.50. I actually kind of like that. I wonder what it replaces. So Brandy, if you can let us know, what does it replace? Is it, the beer, the Bush's beans? Is it the crackers? Let me know. Then I had another comment from Lena. Sorry if I said it wrong. Our 2-day has cantaloupe, the worst fruit. I'm not going to lie. You're correct. I hate cantaloupe, never liked it. And everyone I know is like, why do you not like cantaloupe? It's amazing. I don't know. I think it's gross. So I'm with you there. Sorry, Van. I think you told me to call you Van. I don't know. I am so sorry. But thanks for saying the truth. Next, we had a comment from MD Thomas that said Nashville, Tennessee area 2-day difference. No Bush beans. In place is Blue Moon beer promo. Okay, so you've got one of the beer promos, but it's a different one from the ones that we have listed in these 3 areas. Next comment was from Christine Doyle that said, my Kroger 2-day sale is pork tenderloin, not chicken wings, and our Bush's beans are 89 cents, and you're in Arkansas. I'd love to know where you're at in Arkansas. I actually have some family down there in Jonesboro. So, love to know where you're at. And then we had a comment from Suze that said, my 2-day sale in Columbus, Ohio area is the same as yours ad, except the Bush's beans are 89 cents each, and the ad shows garbanzo beans in place of the Great Northern you have. Not sure what varieties will be included. Okay, very interesting. And I think that's it. Oh, nope, just kidding. We have one more comment. Amy Stott said, our blueberries are on the 2-day sale where your oranges are. Our oranges are weekly digitals where your blueberries are. LOL, that's kind of dumb. I don't understand either why they do what they do and why there's such a huge difference between regions. I can kind of get the fruit if you happen to be like in a certain area, maybe it's easier to deliver certain fruit to certain areas. I don't know. I'm just making things up. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But I don't understand why there's such a huge difference between all of our sales. So if anybody knows, can enlighten us, let us know. All right, but I do want to talk about a matchup for you on the 2-day sale. Now, remember, this is the 2-day sale, Saturday and Sunday. You cannot go do this deal today on Thursday or Friday. You're going to have to wait till Saturday or Sunday to do it. But grab 2 of the club or townhouse crackers. They're regularly priced actually $4.49, but they're part of that 2-day sale for $1.49 each. And we have $1.25 off 2 printable coupon. Now, this printable coupon is from like a Kellogg's website. I'll link it in the description box below so you can go there and make a print. The final cost ends up being $1.73 total, or roughly 87 cents per box, which is really good. I did a little bit of math. I wanted you to know how much per ounce. It's 9 cents per ounce. There's actually the family size townhouse club crackers the club crackers and the townhouse crackers that are part of the mega sale. So I'm going to show you that scenario, and I wanted you to see when it breaks down how much you're paying per ounce so you kind of can figure out what the best deal is. So anyway, pretty good deal here. Actually, really good deal here for the crackers. I was happy with the $1.49 price, but when we have a coupon to pair with it, this is even better. All right, we're going to go into the mega sale. That said mega sale. You have to buy 3 or more participating items, mix and match however you need to get to that minimum of 3. And then after you hit that, it doesn't matter how many you buy. You don't have to buy multiples of 3. And you can just do whatever you want. Anyway, $2 per item comes off at checkout. Of course, that's just a sale price. We can easily pair it with coupons. They can be store or manufacturer coupons. They can be in the form of digitals, printables, insert coupons, and so forth. And we can also pair them with rebate apps like Ibotta and Fetch, but there's other great ones, Merryfield, Swagbucks, and so forth. If you need any of those, they're linked in the description box below with my referral codes. It helps me to keep making these videos for you when you use them, but it also gives you some sort of extra savings or kickback once, you submit that first receipt. Okay, so let's talk about what's going to be happening. All right, so let's check out the compared deal that I just told you about. So the club or townhouse crackers family sized are regularly priced anywhere from $5.99 to $6.29, which means the mega sale price is going to be as low as $3.99 to $4.29. And again, you could use this $1.25 off 2 printable coupon on this particular deal. So the final cost for 2 boxes will be $6.73 total or $3.37 each. And that's with the cheaper, townhouse crackers, not crappers. Sorry, guys. I just feel like Frankie is dying laughing right now. Anyway, $3.99 there. I don't know. Anyway, it's 16 cents per ounce for the townhouse. I did not do the math on the club crackers because they're a little bit more expensive. So obviously the better deal is to buy these smaller boxes on the 2-day sale, use the coupon there, and you get better deal. So if you can get 2 prints out of it and do 4 of them, that would be really good too. Next deal we have is the Prego pasta sauce, and it's the value size. It's 67 ounces. It's regularly priced at $6.29. It's on sale for $5.99. It's part of the mega sale for $3.99. No coupons needed. Frankie did leave us a comment on the Facebook page about this particular deal, and he noted that it's like getting 3 of the regular size jars, 23 to 24 ounce. So it's a great deal and no coupons needed. So when you look at it compared on the size, it's a really good deal. If you have a large family and you're using multiples of the 24 ounce containers or whatever it is, this would be a better way to do that. So there you go. All right, next deal I have for you is the Boost Plus ready-to-drink protein shake 6-packs. These are regularly priced at $12.99. They are on sale for $11.99, and they're part of the mega sale for $9.99. Now, apparently there was a 4-off-1 digital coupon that you could have clipped yesterday sometime, and they pulled it. So Frankie did note that he has it on one of his accounts. He clipped it. I think he clipped it, and then when he went to another account, he couldn't get it to clip, and then it disappeared. So we don't think this coupon is any longer available, but maybe if you had clipped it prior to yesterday, you would have it. So check for that coupon. If you don't have the coupon, the out-of-pocket is $9.99, and then we have this Ibotta rebate for 3 back on 1, limited 2 times. So the final cost would be $6.99 each. Now, if you happen to have the 4-off-1 digital coupon, it's going to leave you one of these at $2.99, which is a good deal. And like I said, Frankie let us know about this particular deal, but when I finally sat down to find it, I could not find the digital, and he noted that he thinks that they pulled it this afternoon, probably because it is a good deal especially with the Ibotta rebate. All right, the next deal we have is the cauliflower frozen pizza. Now, these pizzas tend to be kind of expensive. They're regularly priced at $9.79, and they're on sale for $6.99 each, and part of the mega sale for $4.99 each. Now, I do like that price at the mega sale price. Anytime you can get a frozen pizza for under $5, I say that's a good one, especially with something like this that tends to be on the more expensive side. But it gets even better because once you pay that $4.99 out of pocket, you could submit your receipt to Merryfield. It's an okay app. I think it was really cool at the very beginning, but there's not a lot on it, but there are a few deals. And, as long as you're willing to, like you should see my phone, I'm filled with rebate apps. But, so this one's on there, but it's 1750 points or $1.75 is basically what you're going to get back. It's a limited 2 times. It makes the final cost $3.24 each, and this is a good deal. So I do think I'm going to actually pick up 2 of these on Friday when I have 4 times the fuel points, because I really do like this deal. And I do need to give a shout out to Kayla, who left us this particular deal. So thank you so much, Kayla. All right, the next deal I have for you is the Pop-Tart Toaster Pastries deal. This is the 12 count. These are regularly priced at $4.29. grab 2 of them. They're part of the mega sale for $2.29 each. And if you go to the same website that you pick up the Townhouse and Club Cracker coupon, you can print off the $off 2 printable coupon on the Pop-Tarts. That's going to leave your final cost at $3.58 total or $1.79 each. So this is a really good deal. Now, just a 8-count Pop-Tarts is not on sale this week. It is $2.99. So even if you don't have this printable coupon or your store doesn't take printables, the mega sale price of $2.29 on these Pop-Tarts is better than an 8-count at $2.99. So you are getting a better deal and getting more for your money on this one. So I think it's a great one. All right, guys, let's talk about a couple of new deals in our personal care beauty event sale that's going on. So it's spend $15 on participating items, mix and match them however you want to 15. And this is after a store coupon. So if you happen to have a store coupon, but before manufacturer coupons are applied. And then, like I said, we can apply the manufacturer coupons. We can also apply rebate apps to get some really, really sweet deals. And I've got a couple of new ones for you. One thing to note is yesterday's video. I have not done this deal myself. I have been trying to throw different like fake scenarios into a cart online to see if the $5 will come off when we hit it. At 30, like say we hit $30, will $5 come off? And it is working online for sure. I had heard from a couple of other places that they were struggling to get it to work out. Talking to Frankie, he says that that it is working, especially on a couple of deals he did. And then, of course, we have Colette Wolf that left a comment that said, I'm in Ohio, $10 came off my items that totaled $30. So it does look like it is working. I'm not sure what the disconnect is and why some people are saying it's not working anymore. But so it seems to be working. So let me show you the couple of new scenarios I have for you. All right, so the first one's going to be on this Olay body wash. You want to grab 2 bottles. They're regularly priced at $7.79, but they're on sale for $7.49. Remember, the 22-ounce bottles. And then we need a filler item because that total is going to take us to $14.98. We're literally going to be 2 cents away from hitting that threshold. However, we do have a 2-off-1 digital coupon for the Olay, but just take note that particular coupon is a store coupon. So we actually have to get to $17 if we want to use that coupon. So I'm going to throw in a Gerber snack that's regularly priced at $2.69 and on sale for $2.50. That'll take our total to $17.48. And then that way we can use both the 2-off-1 digital coupon and the $5 will come off instantly when you spend $15. Now, if you are not going to be using that 2-off-1 digital coupon, maybe you don't have it for whatever reason, you've already used it, whatever the case might be, I would actually throw in a Happy Tot pouch that's like $1.69 on sale as opposed to using the Gerber snack. That's just, a little bit less out of pocket, and you'll still get a really good deal. Anyway, our out of pocket is now $10.48 with the scenario I have, and we have a double dipping Ibotta rebate. And I can't guarantee this is going to continue to go on for a while, but it has actually been available for a couple of days. So we have an Ibotta rebate where you get 2 back on 1, limit of 3 times for the body wash. So we would get $4 back for that particular rebate. And then we have another Ibotta rebate for 3 back on 2. It's a limit of 1 time. And that would be 3 back. So a total of $7 back on Ibotta, which is amazing. So the final cost would be $3.48 total or $1.74 each plus a free Gerber snack or however you want to look at it. I could have divided it by 3 if I wanted to. I just didn't because I think unless you have a baby, you're probably not going to be using those Gerber snacks and you're going to, just give them away. Anyway, that's a scenario for you. I like this one, but I'm going to show it to you in case you're like, I really don't want the Gerber snack. Let's try to get to $30 with the same items here. All right, so here's one that I'm more willing to do. I love TRESemmé shampoo and conditioner, so I decided to throw this all into one cart and see how this one shakes out. So we're going to still grab 2 of the Olay body wash, 22 ounce, regularly priced at $7.79, on sale for $7.49, and 2 of the TRESemmé shampoo conditioners, 39 ounce, regularly priced at $9.49, on sale for $8.99. Our total now comes out to $32.96, which is perfect because remember, we do have to get that extra $2 in there if we want to use that 2-off digital coupon. So $5 should come off instantly twice, so a total of $10. The 2-off-1 store coupon for the Olay will come off, and the 5 off 2 manufacturer digital coupon will come off, leaving your out of pocket at $15.96. And then we will take the receipt, submit it to Ibotta, get the 2 back on 1, limited 3 times, so $4 back for that rebate, and then a 3 back on 2. All of this for the Olay body wash. The final cost ends up being $8.96 total, or $2.24 each. So not a bad deal there. All right, well, let's move into some Kroger deals. These are just kind of random deals throughout the store. We actually have quite a few to talk about today, which is kind of normal. It's Thursday. I spend a lot of time on Wednesday finding specific sale deals, where Thursday there's a lot of other deals that pop up that I kind of missed or looked over. So let's talk through these. These are just, it could be a sale, it could be a coupon, it could be a rebate, it could be a combination of any of that. So let me show you what's going on. All right, the first deal I have for you is the stovetop stuffing deal. You want to grab 3 boxes. They're regularly priced at $3.29, but they're on sale for $2 each. So your out of pocket is going to be $6, but there is this great little rebate from Ibotta for 2 back on 3. It's limited one time. And so the final cost ends up being $4 total, or roughly $1.33 per box. Not a bad deal at all. And as you know, like Frankie said, think ahead for Thanksgiving. I know quite a few people that there's a church that does Thanksgiving boxes, and they do have the stuffing in that box. So that might be something that they're interested in. A local church here in Northern Kentucky. They do them every year. It's kind of interesting because my dad usually gets one of those boxes. So I know of the church. I used to go to that church. I don't go there anymore. No, we just had felt moved, like we needed to move on. And then my dad gets the box now. So anyway, that 2 back on 3 is going to help that to be a pretty decent price for that stovetop stuffing. So you can start doing that now. So there you go. That's a great deal. So thank you again, Frankie, for posting that offer. All right, next deal we have is a freebie. So if you've got a cat, this might be the time to grab this. Grab, as many of the printable coupons as you can get, or as many as your store will accept. So in general, you can print 2 coupons. So print 1 and then go back and reload it, print again. But then you could do it on multiple devices. So you have to have different logins and different phone numbers to connect to it. So you could do that. But anyway, Fancy Feast Gems 2 count is regularly priced at $2.49. They're on sale for $2. And we have these $off 1 printable coupons from coupons.com. So you want to go over there and print those coupons. Now, and one other note is I actually have like 3 coupons that are $1 off 1 that are Catalina coupons that have printed at checkout within the last month. I think they're still good. I haven't checked, but that might be a possibility too. So you might want to check all of your Catalina coupons and see if you have any available there. Anyway, your out of pocket is $1 each, and then we have an Ibotta rebate for $1 back on 1. It's limited 5 times. It makes them free. Now, if for some reason you can't print coupons or your store won't accept printable coupons, you're still going to be able to grab these for just $1 with that Ibotta rebate. So that's still not a bad deal at all. And like I said, thank you, Frankie and Amy Stotts, for both listing this deal for us, one on Facebook, one on the comments of my last video, because this is a really, really sweet deal. All right, so the next deal I have for you is a very interesting one. You could grab the International Delight Pumpkin Pie Cold Foam Creamer for 50 cents more on each one, so it'd be a whole $1 more for the final cost. But the best deal would be the International Delight Pumpkin Pie Spice Coffee Creamer. Okay, so you want to grab 2 of them. They're regularly priced at $3.99 and they're on sale for $3.50 each. So your out of pocket would be $7, but there is this rebate for them, and I'm not even sure like what rebate it's through, but I will link it in the description box below. There is a 5 back on 2. You'll get it loaded into your Venmo or your PayPal once you submit your receipt, and the final cost ends up being $2 total, or $1 per creamer. And it does have to be the pumpkin, so that is the big thing there. I guess it's the holiday kind of thing. Big shout out and thank you to Lynette Foster for leaving this in the Facebook page. So that's a really cool rebate to get. All right, the next deal we have is another deal that I'm kind of excited about. And if you don't know, the Red Baron regular crust pizza is $2.99 with the weekly digital this week. You can grab up to 5 of them for that price. You just need to download that digital coupon. But this is a pretty sweet deal too. So these Red Baron pizzas are the stuffed crust pizza. So they tend to be more expensive, at regularly priced at $9.49. However, they're on sale this week for buy one, get one, which is awesome. So that means your out of pocket will be $9.49 for two pizzas. And then Ibotta has a rebate for 50 cents back on one. It's limited to 5 times. So you'll get 50 cents back on each pizza. So a whole dollar back there, making the final cost $8.49 total, or $4.25 each. Thank you and shout out again to Frankie for posting this particular deal. I do love me some stuffed crust. So although I'm just going to be, listen, I don't have the freezer space I once had. I used to have a freezer, like a big freezer, like a refrigerator looking type. The whole thing was a freezer, and it died. So now we just have our regular freezer, and then we have an extra fridge in the basement that has a freezer, but it's a smaller freezer. So I might have to be careful on how much pizza I buy, but I do want to get stocked up on some good pizza. All right, next deal I have for you is a pretty good deal. The Starkist tuna pouches that are regularly priced $1.50 are just on sale for 88 cents this week, and that's all we've got. There's the Creations, there's the Wild Caught, there was a couple of other things. But yeah, Frankie let us know about a couple of these. This is only one of the comments that he left. There were a couple of different comments about the different kind. But yeah, 88 cents is an amazing deal, so hopefully you're able to score these if you want them. All right, next deal we have is the Arm & Hammer detergent. You can get the liquid detergent, like 105 ounce, or you can get like the 42 count of the power packs or whatever they call them. They all have their own little names. They're regularly priced at $10.29, but they're buy one, get one this week. Now, I do wish we had some sort of rebate or digital coupon to pair with this. I have a feeling we probably will get dollar coupons within the next week or so to pair with this, but if you could always go do the deal again. Final cost would be $10.29 total, or $5.15 each. And I did have a comment from Kathleen Hansen that said, I got two of the 105 ounce Arm & Hammer laundry detergents, only paid $10 for both because of the buy one, get one free. Awesome. All right, here we go. Let's talk about the weekly digital deals that are going on. I've got a couple of new matchups, or I've got an update on a matchup for you from Wednesday's video, but we do have quite a few amazing deals that are happening. Remember, these are digital coupons. You can go into your account and download them right now, and you can grab up to 5 of them in the same transaction. They are store coupons. We can pair them with manufacturer coupons and rebate apps. So let's see what's going on. All right, so this is an update to yesterday's video. We got sometime on Wednesday a new rebate for $1 back on 2 for the Grand's biscuits. So the best deal that you want to grab with this Pillsbury Grand's biscuits, it also includes the cinnamon rolls and the crescent rolls, but you want to grab the Grand's biscuits for the Ibotta rebate. So grab 2 of them. They're regularly priced at $3.49. They're on sale this week for $3.29, but they're $1.79 each with a 5-time weekly digital coupon. We're going to use the $1 off 2 digital coupon. That's a manufacturer coupon. So remember, the 5-time weekly is a store. The other one's a manufacturer. They'll come off. You'll pay $2.58 out of pocket, but then we're going to submit our receipt to Ibotta and get $1 back on 2, limit of 1 time. Makes the final cost $1.58 total, or 79 cents per can. This is a really awesome deal. It's also a box top product, so make sure you submit to that box top app. And I do need to tell Sarah, thank you for posting that on the Facebook page, I believe. And yeah, so thank you so much, Sarah, for posting that. It was not there yesterday morning when I was making the video, so it did pop up yesterday at some point in time. So thank you, Sarah, for alerting me to that. All right, next deal we have is the Gordon fish fillets. These are regularly priced $7.49 to $7.99. They're on sale for $5.99 each, and they're $4.99 each with a 5-time weekly digital coupon. And that's just the deal. It's actually a really, really good deal. These tend to be kind of expensive. Like Frankie said, Gordon's fish finally back on sale, regularly priced $7.99 on weekly digital for $4.99, limit of 5. So great time to stock up on some fish sticks or whatever the case might be. All right, one I wanted to talk about was the Kroger coffee, the 24 ounce. These are regularly priced at $11.99. They're going to be $7.99 each with the 5-time weekly digital coupon, and that's the final cost. Now, let's do some comparisons because coffee has gotten super expensive. So one of the comparisons I wanted to look at was the Maxwell House coffee. So these are what are they? They're $12.99 on sale, regularly priced at $15.99, and they are part of the mega sale, so they would be $10.99 if you were put them in a mega sale haul, but still a lot more expensive. And then we have another one. The Folgers is not on sale at all this week, so $16.99 just to get a 25-ounce can, which is crazy. And then I compared it to Starbucks, which is just the 12 ounce, so half the size of this 24 ounce. It's regularly priced at $10.99, on sale for $10.49. It is part of the mega sale, so it would be $8.49, but still it's half the size. And you're still going to pay less money for 24 ounces. So that's why this is a really good deal, a great time to stock up on coffee. I know it's more expensive than what we had been paying, the last few months, but it's still the best deal that we've got right now as coffee continues to go up in price. All right, let's talk about your comments real quick. I know this video is surprisingly long. I didn't mean for it to get long, but you guys left me some comments, including this one from Frankie that said, the Windex foaming glass cleaner, 19 ounce is $3.99. Check to see if you have this 2 off 1 digital coupon. I had it on 2 accounts. If I do, it makes these $1.99, and then Ibotta has $1.50 back on one, making it 49 cents. I did not have this coupon, so unfortunately, I don't get to do this deal. But if you do, definitely check that out. Another comment from Frankie was an amazing deal. Kroger Pop Secret 5.5 ounce bags, not boxes, movie theater butter or double cheddar are regularly priced at $3.29, on sale for $2. And we have a buy one, get one digital coupon, making them 2 for $2 or just $1 per bag. That's about 70% savings. Thank you, Frankie, for that deal. Again, I don't have this coupon. He said he clipped it a while ago, like a month ago, and it's been sitting there. And I'm guessing because I didn't clip it, I don't have it available. So check and see if your accounts happen to have this, and hopefully you've already clipped it, or if you're lucky and it's still there. Another comment from Nikki said, 2 of my accounts got a buy one, get one free on the Chex Mix, and then you can clip the 75-cent coupon as Kroger cashback. Just keep in mind the free one doesn't count towards the mega event. I learned that one the hard way. That's a good to know. Good to know. Thank you, Nikki. And then we have Stacy, who said, my favorite deal of the day you ask, of course, it's the Quaker Chewy granola bars. I'm finally getting my husband's strawberry yogurt variety for $1.49 each. That's the deal that always seems to elude me. I think I'll have to have my mom clip it on her account so I can get 10 boxes, LOL. Yeah, see, the best part about shopping for my dad is if it's something he will use, I definitely make sure he gets to use his coupon. But if it's something I know he will not eat, like he's not going to eat granola bars, there's zero way he'll eat any granola bars, I would clip his coupon and go get it if it's something that I really wanted. So that's kind of nice about getting to use the extra account there. So, but then yeah, there you go. All right, Stacy, thanks for the comment. All right, I want to give one subscriber shout out here. It goes to Kathleen Hansen. I think I used a comment of yours earlier, Kathleen, but I can't speak when it comes to weird words or words that are outside of the regular English language. And so I got a correction and I got a little lesson. So I thought that was really cool. And I'm not meaning that like to be mean or sarcastic. I'm like, that was really cool. So Pagoda is a Buddhist temple, tiered red, known in China and Japan, to list a few countries. So very cool. I now know how to say pagoda. I hope I said it right. And that it like some history behind it. So I thought, hey, well, you need a subscriber shout out. Thank you, Kathleen, for educating us here. I mean, I am really excited about that, but man, I cannot read real well. I do not spell well. I've always been terrible at that. So I make mistakes all the time. And those of you that correct me in a fun manner, I love it. Just don't make fun of me. I am a teacher, and I've gotten a really nasty comment one time, like, I can't believe she's a teacher. I teach music, guys. I don't teach English. I don't teach spelling. I teach music. So I teach people how to play their instruments. I was a band director for many years, and now I teach music at the college level. I'm literally teaching recorder to students, and that's what I do at the college level because I do elementary music. So anyway, don't come at me when I can't speak correctly, but if you correct me in all good fun, I love it. So thank you so much. All right, let's finish off this video the right way. Our question of the day, and this is one that I'm kind of like scared to ask because I may not be able to say any of these words or read them real well. So I am asking about any word you struggle to say. What is a word that maybe you have struggled to say, to pronounce, whatever the case might be? Um, I mean, I can think of several words I have a hard time pronouncing. But as far as like reading and stuff, I probably one of the dumbest things I ever did was the word discotheque. If you've ever seen that, it's like a club with disco balls and that kind of thing. When I first started teaching a certain class, I was teaching the history and sociology of rock music, and I still teach that class. We were talking about discotheques, and I didn't know how to say it because I'd never seen the words like that. And now I do know how to say it. So anyway, that was one of those really odd words that looked weird and I didn't know how to say. So, anyway, let me know a word that you struggle to say or pronounce or whatever the case might be. Just kind of interested to see what we come up with here. I know another word I have a hard time saying is like feminism. I think I said that correctly, but I really have to think it through. And then another word that I used to always say wrong, specific. I used to say Pacific instead of specific. Like growing up, I would always say Pacific. And my husband has made fun of me enough. I was like 22 when I married him, so I've known him since I was like 20. And so he used to make fun of me pretty hard about it when we first were like together, and I finally learned how to say it correctly because of that. So anyway, let me know in the comments some of your struggle words, and we'll go from there. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. I can't believe we're almost to the weekend. I am ready for the weekend for sure. It's going to be a crazy weekend though. I've got so much on my plate for this weekend. I'll maybe share that with you, what we're doing this weekend tomorrow. So have a great day. I'll be back with you with more deals later. Bye, guys.